Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Obliteration Redux. Oh dear, oh no, no. Okay, we're alive, we're fine. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Obliteration Redux. Quite the intro. Anyways, I wanted to show off that the Ripsky Mountain and, Ripsky Mountain and the plateaus that the terraces, not plateaus, the terraces that I'm working on for the first city are coming along nicely, actually to the fact where the terrain is now apparently hospitable to spawn these little guys. I've seen a couple of pandas already. I don't know where the others went, but this one's here and he's kicking his little legs up in the air. He's been doing this for about a week. He is big dumb. But Ripsky's being worked on ever so slightly. And by that I mean the fact that I'm just slowly chipping away, but I will have you keep in mind that this mountain, or the interior of it, must be incredibly tall. Because the reason for this, for those of you who are new, is that this will be the exterior once we come around to it. And the reason for that is because this here is the exact level where when it rains, it snows in whatever season you want. So with a stony shore being in front of us now, am I facing the right way? Yes, I am. With a stony shore being in front of us now, and with this up here being on the border between stony shore and the jungle, then this high is where it has to be if we want to have a snow cap, especially since it snows on stony shores for most of the year. So all around this grand area, oh dear, all around this grand area has to be brought up to this altitude, which, of course, as one might expect, takes a lot of stone, like an incredible amount of stone. It's kind of impractical, actually. But as far as that goes, it's being worked on. And of course, the city itself is going to be worked on soon. I know I said we'd do it this episode, but I have a little bit more stuff to do in the forest. Now, as far as the forest goes, the best comment that I've seen so far, and potentially still the only comment on the video, I don't know, when I'm posting this it's the only comment for now, but the best comment that I've seen so far has told me to name this the Eldergrove Wood. Now I'm going to get a little bit technical here. I am going to put the V in front of it, even though the comment didn't say to, but it's just, like, linguistically it makes more sense. I gotta sleep. But on top of that, a wood, if you're talking about, like, woodlands and stuff like that, is linguistically, or technically speaking, and I know that it pushes up glasses technically, it is a land where 10% of... Oh, that's a little hint as to what we're doing. Oh no, I need to get out of here. No. Okay. I need to stay over here so that I don't spoil things. A wood is technically where a land area, typically like a plains area, has 10% at least of its landmass covered by the tree canopy. However, a forest is defined when a land area has 60% of its land covered by the tree canopy. So this technically would be a forest. It's one of the reasons that it's called the Black Forest in Germany, but it's also the reason that we call them rainforests, is because so much of the forest is covered by its canopy. Or so much of the land is covered by the forest canopy. And this, a lot of this is covered by canopy, and it's only going to get bigger. Like, we're going to just expand it out this direction. And I have some fun plans for when we do that, but hopefully that's a decent distance in the future. Was that previously covered by leaves? I may have to do some more landscaping. Oh dear. Anyways, I have a plan to expand upon this a little bit, and I think that I should actually be doing it with you guys. I'm going to be making a little short for this, because I have a little story to tell with it. But as far as the creation goes, this is what we're going to be doing. Now I'm going to shortly explain a little bit of the sounds that I might put in and I might not. I'm going to shortly explain a little bit of the sounds that we might have heard earlier, if you guys were keen of ear. But if we stand around this block... There we go. You hear that? So I have recently installed a data pack that is the one that they use on Hermitcraft because I wanted to do a little bit of sound physics stuff, and if I could find it, there it is. That is the bane of my existence, this little thing. This is a Vex head. So For those of you who don't know, on the Hermitcraft server, they have a heads data pack made by Exuma. And I recently threw it onto my world itself so I can get heads from mobs and stuff like that. Now, my idea is that these sound a lot like fey or childish laughter. So I'm going to be doing some fun things with these and some allays. What this is that it's a little note block hooked up to the simplest hopper clock that is silent that I could find. And every 25 seconds, that little guy giggles and screams. And so what we're going to be doing, because allays are attracted to note blocks, is that I'm going to get some allays, I'm going to give them some soul lanterns, and then they'll hang out around that note block and the note block over here. If I can find it as well. I believe it's over here. Yeah, there he is. He's somewhere around here, but you heard him. You heard him, and that's all that really matters. So we're going to get some allays, I'm going to duplicate them, and I'm going to keep one in my tower, and then we are going to make a little YouTube short. Hopefully. But the adventure for this episode will be getting the allays, taming the allays, and bringing them to the Eldergrove. So hopefully this works. Also, I'm using expressive, fresh animations, so that's why my guy has eyes that now move around in his head. Look at this. Look at this. I can look like I'm cool. Because, you know, heavens knows I'm not. But let's go on an adventure to try and find a woodland mansion without a map. I wonder, can these little pillager spires, can they contain... I've already looted this one. I think I've already looted this one. Everything's open. But can they contain vexes? Okie dokie. Just cut through some guys. There we go. Another one? Maybe? Maybe? Perhaps? Mayhaps? Ooh, this one's got a lava pool in it. I don't see or hear any vexes, though. Maybe this? Maybe this? Maybe this? Maybe this? Maybe? This? Sword. There we go. All I need to search is out here, because maybe they spawn, maybe they don't. I still don't know. But these are way more prominent than pillager outposts for some reason. I have fully caved. Time to make a compass. Alrighty, time to buy a woodland mansion map. Where does this lead me? Where am I? Oh, okay, so I have to go... F3 menu? Come on. Okay. I have to go northwest. Welp went too far north. Does that mean it's in the middle of, like, the sea? Where is this? Alright, time to look at directions again. I have to go south. Yeah. Is it there? I think it's in there. Alright. Thankfully this is, like, relatively close, so I can just drag the allays. The only problem that I have is that I might be moving too quickly by elytra flying. Just land. Land, please. Land, please. What? What? Land, please. What? Whoa. What? Land. There we go. Thank God. Okay. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Copyright claims are gonna hit. 'Cause I'm singing the song just too perfectly. Ah! Went too far. There it is. Okay, good. Thank God the rest of it loaded in. I was like, is it just a corner of a woodland mansion? Can I stop doing that, please? Okay. So, we are going to massacre our way through this building. If I can find the end. It doesn't matter. Hi, Bucko. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Come here. Perish. There we go. Excellent. Oh, great. More Vexes. I already got all the faces from you guys that I need. However, I will accept more, actually. Where'd he go? The only guys that I can verifiably say that I absolutely despise. Did I just get a not angry Vex head? Because that is possible, and I do want one. Because I did. They sound a little bit better. Okay. Let's eat some food. And meditate. There we go. Yep. There we go. Nope. There we go. I'll cut this out, but I'm meditating. Bring the mic closer to the face, Alex. Ah! Reset the recording software, Alex. Dang it. Well, I should have noticed that earlier, but, you know. Is how it is. Can't go back and re-record it. Someone's doing some serious hoodoo around me. Oh, okay. I guess that I'm done meditating. There we go. And he's done living. Hi, bye. Ah, you're not dead. There we go. Now he did. This is going to accidentally turn into one of the best emerald gathering expeditions of all time. Let's just do things until I can't understand what's happening anymore, and then fight. I just really need this, this building to have a prison area. So hopefully it does. And I don't have to keep looking for these. I'm also looking for as much loot as I possibly can. Creeper. Aw, man. Jail cell? Nope. Jail cell? Nope. Weird tree room. You really did come out of the woodwork, huh? Feather falling. Level 2. Torment. Name tag. I'll take the redstone. I think that's all I need. I've been unhastened. That's fine. He should be dead. And he should be dead as well. There we go. Not necessarily the cakiest of blocks. I am having to be pretty keyed up for this. Please pick those up. Thank you. Please have prisons? No, not prisons. Baby prisons? Not prisons. Gosh dang it. Can't you just have one jail cell? Please? These are all empty, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, all these are empty. I'm just gonna claim that all those are empty. There are more rooms, and I'm just looking for the prison. That's all I need. Prison. Yes! Oh, and I hear the allays. There are more that are angry at me, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Alright, I only need to tame 2. Should have killed the wandering trader and gotten his leads. Please? Okay, there's one. Take the lantern. His eyes glow. That's even better. Okay, now he'll follow me. No. Oh, come on. Alright. You take this emerald then. Did you take the lantern? Nope, it just no-clipped into the back rooms. I'll tame you as well. Alright, follow. And now all that I have to do is make sure that they follow me well enough. Oh, their eyes glow. That's so perfect for what I want to do with these. Okay. Come on, gentlemen. We're leaving. And is this marked on my atlas automatically? It is, thank God. So I can come back if I want to free the rest of them, which I probably will. And now I just leave out the front door. Gentlemen, are we ready to go? Alright, I'm going to be elytraflying very slowly. So I'm just going to make sure that you guys are still following me. Come on, fellas. This will take a while to get back home, but that's fine. Home isn't actually that far away, so I'm just going to be routinely checking in that the boys... Okay, the boys are following me. May have to come back with some leads. Nope, they're there. Come on, guys. Just need to gain some altitude. And have them follow me through it. Actually, I can do this. I can hold down left alt. Gentlemen. I may need to get leads. They're there. Guys. Good, there's two of you. There's the third. Alright, cool. Now we're going to swim back, okay? Perfect. And we'll just do it like we did in the old days. By the old days, I mean like episode 3 of this. And they should be able to keep up. Alright, so I have a couple of ways to do things, and I'm actually going to ask opinions at the end. But you guys... I explained the system earlier. Hopefully it's all explained and I can edit the video to make it so that I don't accidentally talk over myself. I'm using Vex heads to get along like a kind of creepy laugh. And if I can find normal Vex heads, because there's actually two kinds of Vex heads, let me show you. There's a Vex's head, and then there's a Vex's head. And so this one is all of the angry sounds of a Vex, like when it's attacking you. This one is more of like a whooshy, ghosty sound. And I want opinions, because I could also silence it altogether by putting my own player head on it. So I'd die like 3 or 4 times. Then I'd put my own player head on the note block, which would absolutely silence it. There's 2. There's 3. Okay. Which would absolutely silence it. And I want to know, should I just leave it, because I'm going to explain the lore a little bit when we get to it, but should I just leave it as allays with their little sounds, or should I add in the Vex sound effects, and if so, which one, and if it is the normal passive Vex, should I try really hard to get passive Vex heads, because it's actually quite difficult to get a passive Vex's head. Because you have to kill them when they're not angry at you, which is quite difficult to do, I'd say almost especially with Epic Fight. These have to be my favorite mod. They're so cute. So cute and so useful. Oh hey, I got my lantern back. It glitched back into my inventory. Good, thank God. Sleep out the thunderstorm. And the oncoming night. Okay. I need one of you with the emeralds to come here. Hi, bud. Can you take this lantern, please? There we go. Hey, bud. Okay. So he dropped his emerald. I think I picked it up. That's good. Now he's holding a lantern, which is what I want him to hold. Then the guy with the emerald will be up in my wizard tower. And I'm actually going to give him some ink, because I wanted the 3. I was just going to duplicate one of them, though, to get 3. But now I just have 3. Which is good. Off to the giant stone pillar of an unfinished project. I feel like I'm looking at a badly rendered chunk. Oh yeah. That LOD in the distance. That LOD. Yeah, no, it's there. It's fine. It'll render in soon. Don't worry. It'll render in. It'll look normal in a second. It's just a distant horizons glitch, and I might put in If I do my own head on some of them, I might put in more just so that they travel around the area more. Or I might have it trigger more frequently because it's going to be silent. That is actually a good idea. So if I do end up having some of them have sounds, I'll have like 1 or 2 of them have sounds. And then I'll see if I can get them to like meander around the area by having a bunch of noiseless ones triggering. And then they try to go to those. I've made some mild adjustments that I think you guys will like. I've brought some of all of our adventures to the tower. Just to kind of show it off. And I've revamped the interior. Come on, buds. Now, any second now, one of these should fire. There we go. And one of the guys at least has fallen in love with it. Oh, but here's why I wanted this. So, if I can find this one, here it is. So this just makes a normal sound, but if we... Wait for it. Hear that? It's slightly different. And in my opinion, slightly better. Actually, I'm going to take that head, and I'm going to see if I can do something to it. I'm going to showcase this. So this is going to sound really bad for a hot second. But it's entirely because this is going to not have a head on it for a minute. Oh, actually I can... There we go. I have more Vex heads. Perfect. So he'll be making that normal sound. I'm going to go make some note blocks, and I'm going to show off what I mean. So if we go over here... I'll show off the tower in a second. I know that you guys just saw a glimpse of it. But listen. Hear that? This one's all the attack sounds. This one's all the, like... I'm a spooky ghost sounds. So I think I'm going to use this one for the aesthetic, and I'll explain what that is in a second. I keep saying I'm going to explain what it is. I'm actually going to get to it in a hot second. It will work better at night, but it's daytime, so it's daytime. The only problem is that I now need a lead to drag one of these guys to the other box, and I'm going to need a lead to... Here we go. Okay. Nope. Head. There we go. I'm going to need a lead to drag the one with the emerald in his hand up to my tower. And I'm going to need a constantly firing... I need to hide a constantly firing note block up there. So, let's get a lead and first deal with the woods one, the one with the lantern. Here we go. Or the forest one. Forest. I'm being accurate. Be happy. Did he naturally migrate? Because if he did, that would be awesome. No, because there aren't any around here. I do like the swishy sounds more than I like the screamy sounds. Okay, there's one of them. You're where you're supposed to be. Where are the others? Did they get caught in the trees? I wouldn't put it past them. Here we go. I need you. Where'd you go again? Okay, I do like these guys, but wrangling them is quite difficult. Alright, so you're definitely... Yeah, you're in sync with that guy. You're fine. Oh, your eyes glow so bright. I gotta wait. I can't be too excited. I gotta wait to explain what the importance of the eyes glowing is. Because that's a really good feature. There's one. There's the other. Okay. I want you. Come here. You're doing exactly what I want you to do in the wrong spot of the forest. They're doing, like, exactly what they're supposed to do. But they're just not where I want them to be. Come here. I have a lead. I'm clicking on you with it. There we go. Come on. Okay, good. So I got one of the lantern boys and the other one's over here already. Come on, buddy. I know. All happy, fun smiles. Come on. Nope. Around the tree. You're like my dog. Around the tree, please. Okay, I'll go that way. You literally fly. Alright, good. Come over here. No, we'll wait. Over here. Hi. Yes, you're adorable, I know. Do you like that note block? Come back here, I gotta take your lead off. There we go. Okay. Now you'll stick around here, right? Right, buddy? You're gonna haunt the woods around here? Good. Okay. Now I gotta get the third one. Oh, nightfall's coming, so hopefully I can do this in time. The emerald. Come here. Come on. There we go. Okay, come on, up here. It's like hurting a cat, which I've done before in this exact playthrough. Okay. Yes, you're adorable, I know. I want you to be holding an ink bottle. So, actually, even cuter. I don't want you holding an ink bottle. I want you holding a book and quill. My squire. Good on you, mate. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to add a little addiction device somewhere in the house. And he will just be enthralled with it. I'd hopefully add it up the tower. This is part of what I did to the tower. I'd hopefully want to add it up here. But I don't know... Don't know if I have the room up here. That one is definitely going to be linked to an observer clock. I'm going to say that much. Okay, so now that it's night, though, I can show off what I meant. Actually, he'll just be free to wander around. Yeah, you can do whatever, but I'm going to be making sure that my doors are closed from now on. Sorry, bud. Okay. I can now showcase what I meant. Check this out. So, in Scottish folklore, there's a creature called the will-o-wisp, and they have a very, very interesting original story. Now, the thing about will-o-wisp is that they're little spirits that taunt you into following them. And so I wanted, and they bear like lamps, and they're based on link bearers, which would be kids that held up torches and would show the way to a different area. So I figured the best way to do that is with little allays that float around the woods and carry lanterns, because the idea is they're fae folk trying to tempt travelers off to their dooms. So we have little allays in the woods attempting to tempt travelers off to their dooms. And that's what I meant by they're being very elusive. So they're doing exactly what I want them to do. They're only going to pop up every now and then, but it's a little bit of spooky. And they have that little childish laugh. Now, the reason that I don't want that is because it sounds too witchy. It sounds too grody. So I'm going to try to find another Vex head that is passive Vex. And I might add in more more note blocks that are literally just my player head. So they're silent. Die. But yeah, just another addition to make the spooky forest a little bit more spooky. Hi, buddy. Yes, you're doing your job marvelously. That's all. That's all that I wanted this, guys. Hopefully this will make a full video. But these guys are little... the Eldergrove wisps. My dogs are home. Okay, now we have to cover this though, so I'm going to sleep. If anyone is trying to track along with what I'm building, which, I mean, I doubt it, but you might be. Oh dear. You're not supposed to be around me. Buddy, come on, come back. Okay. Should be fine. Okay, he seems to be cool. Okay. So now, to cover this, we have... oh, okay, that's funny. That's jelly. We have done a little bit of renovation. For those of you who can't remember or who haven't been here, these walls used to be perfectly sheer, and the windows were inset and stuff like that. I've added little eaves. I saw this in a... give me a second. All right, so this aesthetic comes from Demon Joe TV. I saw it on his on one of his worlds when he was showcasing some resource packs, and I thought that is the coolest way to do something. Oh, that's funny. The other Elay's just hanging out. I need to give him a note block. Ooh, he can be an archivist. He can keep track of everything. I'm going to put a note block in down there then. He can keep track of everything down there. Anyways, so that's where the eaves come from. That's the idea behind these. And then this is, I thought that we should add in a little bit from everywhere that we have worked so far. So this is, of course, the Nether, because we had a huge amount of adventures in the Nether. We've had a lot of adventures in the Deep Dark, so that's crawling up this. And on the inside, it actually looks a little different as well. Hi, buddy. Yes. So the interior of this hasn't changed much, besides the fact that we now have I added a mod that lets me put torches on skulls. So we've got that. And then this is where the big changes occur. The anvil is now here, in front of this window, because we now have windows on this floor. And the little wither skull here has some candles on top of it, of course, and same over here. And of course, as those of you who've been watching for a while might have noticed, the room is blue. But the really big changes, the really, oh yeah, and the barrel for lapis storage is here. The really, really big changes is up here. This is much more homely and much more of what I wanted it to be in the first place. I'm going to close that before something leaves through it. This is much more what I wanted it to look like. We've got a book on a lectern. Oh, and I can now write in this too. Yes! This is all because of amendments, the mod. We have our little brewing stand. We've got crystals. This is all inspired from, like, irons this here. Because in irons, for some reason, the cryomancer's got, like, crystals growing out of his walls, and it looks super sick. The eye that took forever to get, but actually we wound up not getting until I accidentally got it while enchanting something. Obliteration. A shelf for our backpack, of course. And then barrels for our spell storage. Our desk looks like a writing desk. Our anvil has some candles on it. And of course we have cherry blossoms on the sides of the building that get the most sunlight. And on top of that we have a little cherry bonsai, a little mangrove poppergule sitting in a vase, and then some blue orchids. So all of this is just to bring a little bit more life to my room. And of course we also now have a double bed. So Jelly gets her own bed. She's been loving it. And up here, not much has changed. Besides the fact that... Oh, we don't... I took the skull off. Okay, we used to have a skull here. I called him Horatio. But we do have Wilco. And Wilco is a lovely, lovely bird. But yeah, so that's all the work that I've been doing around here. But this episode is mostly about these little guys. These little wisps. Hi, buddy. You want a job? I can get you a job. I think I have a spare... Yep, I do. I have a spare jukebox. Oh yeah, and also I put these in. Down here there are now piles of skulls. So I'm going to have this guy be a little archivist. And he's just going to be keeping track of what we have down in the storage base. So I'm actually going to show off this way how we've been... or how I've been doing these little rapid clocks. So I need that, and that. For now, I'll just leave it as a note block. It's fine as is. What else do I need? I have the torches. Yeah. Do I have the comparators? I do. Okay, there they are. And this should be it. Yes. Okay. So now we go to the center of this room, which this room does have a definitive center. Okay. And right here. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to put a rug in, so I'm just going to put the block there. Now, we want a little rapid clock. Okay. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Bum 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 ba-da-bum ba-dum bum bum. Kinda want to make sure I'm doing this right. Also kind of believe that I'm doing this right. So I think I'm doing this wrong. 1 second. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now I need... that and there. And then that and there. So now, this, every 25 seconds, will become... where'd he go? There he is. No, that's not him. That's one of the other ones. Frickin' it. There he is. Now he's going to get addicted to that. For now, I'll just put a little Vexite on it. There we go. And he's become attached to it. I have to take care of this guy. A little bit of wrangling. Or a little bit of wrangling, I will note. Where are you, buddy? I know you're out here somewhere. There you are. Come here. Over here. Come on, buddy. Yeah, this one's your new favorite block. There we go. To explain what I'm doing, all of these are set to 25-second timers. So these guys are addicted to it in the proper timing. And, like, especially this guy. This guy here really loves it, it seems. But they're addicted to their own little note blocks, so they're going to hang out around them and be little spooky ghosts. A little spooky gentleman. And then if we go down here, then we have our little archivist. If I can find him. There he is. Come on, buddy. Yeah, see? He's grinding. He's grooving. He's great. He's keeping track of everything back there in the redstone. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. It's just that when I close up these holes, I'm gonna have to remember to let him out. Yeah. But this actually gives me some drive to finish this unfinished basement. When I have time, you know. But for now, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's all we were looking for this episode. If we go into our Eldergrove, there they are. There he is. That's why that's why I was so happy that the lights glow, or that his eyes glow. Is because now he looks like even more mischievous. Even more of like a little fey ghost. Oh! So cute! Hi, buddy. And then they just hang out around their note blocks. This has been wildly fun. And I hope that you guys enjoyed my shenanigans. So that actually about wraps it up for today. So I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Safe travels, happy hunting, and Solo Deo Gloria.